So what's up guys? In this video we're just gonna go over my training, how it's going right now, and how I've recovered from the sickness. So I was sick for like at least 3 weeks, and I got another flu after I was done being sick, but I didn't have any fever, but I was still trying to recover. So now this week is like the first training week that I'm actually doing properly with like proper weights, and like I'm back to my old self and my old strength levels pretty much. My weight did increase while I was sick, but I couldn't really do anything about it, and it's hard to drop it now, but I'm trying a little bit. But it's stabilized around like 84 kilos or so. It's about 82 and a half before I got sick, but you know, it's going okay. Like every set is still good, you know, and we're progressing again. But I kind of had to regain all of my strength pretty much. Like I lost like maybe a couple of percent of strength, and I had to recover that back so that I could just do everything properly again and actually start making some progress. My arms, like biceps, didn't take too much of a hit, or forearms, I guess. My grip strength I had to recover a little bit, but otherwise I'm pretty good. And these recordings are from like this week on a leg day, as well as some random upper day stuff, some pullovers. I was doing about 32.5 kilos on these pullovers, though the range of motion I think could be a bit better. I could work on that, but whatever. I think it's hard to notice it when you're doing it because you're so focused on the movement. You're not always so focused on the range of motion and how far you're going, because you can feel it in your lats. In a sense, I usually feel it and then I come back up. But that's the way I usually do it, is just by feeling on the lats. And that's the way I recommend it, is by the time you start getting like overstretching and then getting shoulder pain, that's when you want to stop doing the range of motion, usually for yourself. So you don't want to go all the way down either, so there has to be a balance, but I'm sure it's fine. Even if I don't do the like full on range of motion maybe that I could do, it's still, even like a partial range of motion is still going to get me gains, but I could probably go a little bit deeper just to get a little bit more gains. Then I was doing some overhead press, 25 kilos for reps, pretty good. My shoulder honestly healed while I was on like a 2-3 week deload, because I couldn't train because I was sick. I pretty much just got a deload for everything, so that's kind of nice because I feel fresh, especially on my left shoulder, which was bugging me a lot. It still bugs me, but I have a lot of solutions now that I've found for it. One dumbbell movement, as well as one movement with the band, basically, that I do for a warm-up / like recovery type movement, and so on. I'm actually planning to make a video where I show some of the band movements that I use personally for recovery and just keeping your arms and shoulders healthy, at least. And maybe I'll do one for that other movement that I figured out for my shoulder as well, to strengthen the rotator cuff, that I'm gonna start doing and see what happens. I was doing some triceps and rear delts, so face pulls, and then some abs. Yeah, I'm doing 5 kilos leg raises, and then some supersetting on top of it pretty much, or drop setting body weight after I'm done with this. But I'm pretty happy to get back into training normally, because it was a pain in the ass, honestly, not being able to train at all, like in a normal state, and actually make progress anymore. The bulk is going well, feeling pretty hungry all the time, and otherwise I'm gonna start posting more as I get more into my training again and actually start making progress, because I feel like if I just post, I mean, I can't just post recovery videos, but it's like I'm not very motivated to post like training footage because I'm not making much progress till like now, pretty much, since I started making progress. So that was a little bit what it is. I was also doing some lateral raises here. I still do the MyoRep stuff, which is just doing a bunch of sets on top of each other till you can't do any more sets. So like 12 and then 6 and then 3, 3, 3, as long as you can go, or 3 plus, however you want to do those sets. Now personally, I think I did not actually record any of the bench press footage. I didn't record hammer curls, which I did on this upper day at the start, and so those kind of left out. So I do train arms like 3 times a week still. I trained them for 2 times a week as I was recovering, and that's still my primary focus, is getting bigger arms. Honestly, I think that's the biggest thing I'm lacking in as a department. Obviously I do want to get big overall, and that's my goal. My legs pretty much grow, I don't have to worry about them. Upper body is what I need to focus on, so like arms and delts I'd want to get bigger for sure. Of course abs can be improved and everything, and obliques, my back could be bigger, but I think the primary point that I find in my physique that looks bad is my arms when I do poses, and my delts and everything kind of look okay. So, but everything around the back, delts and arms could be grown, and I think my physique would be pretty good. This isn't a super amazing video, but you know, I tried to make something, and see you in the next video. Hopefully I can get something a bit better out and have some concrete stuff to show.